done, the God's on top. And I'm gonna shine on me until my heart stop. Go ahead, MVP.
Alright, enough of that before I get copyrighted. Anyways, as you probably saw in the title, I'm gonna go ahead and be doing the rest of the exhaust on this thing as you saw last time, if you saw it. I have the header to catalytic converter to ultra quiet resonator, which ends somewhere right here. I found somebody selling their back half of their exhaust for like 20 bucks or some shit, so I picked it up. I'm gonna go ahead and try and fab that up myself. I know it's been a while, I haven't posted any videos, but I think January, March, April, May, when was it? About, I think beginning of May, I went and I got this big ass fucking tattoo, as you can tell. That shit hurted like a motherfucker. It was 7 hours and I was out of commission until it healed, and then immediately after this I got sick and was sick for a while. So we are back, we are good to go. Yeah, so we're gonna try and get this thing going. David, I don't think it's coming. I forgot to tell him we were doing something, so I wasn't gonna wake him up because, you know, yeah, he didn't know anything and he won't wake up. But it is a little after, about 6:20. Gonna pull up to Tony's. We're gonna fab this thing up, and I do have an old K-Tune muffler that I had originally bought for, I don't know what car, one of the cars, but I'm gonna go ahead and try and fab that thing up on here too, and hopefully get a full exhaust out the back of the car today, and hopefully make it that much quieter. As you can tell, the car makes a little noise, but in person it's not too bad. It's got a nice tone. But yeah, I'm about to pull in and we'll get this thing going. Alright, so I made it to Tony. Cars is up on all fours. So I bought this ultra quiet, or just ultra vibrant resonator when I bought the other one, which is currently under the car over there. Never put it on. This high flow cat and this all right here came together. I think I paid like 20-30 bucks, so I wasn't caring on condition. We're going on a budget. This half is all gonna get cut off anyways. Here's the muffler I bought for the one I was telling you about. I don't know what I bought it for, but this is gonna go on here for now. Hopefully quiet this thing down a bit. But for now, what I'm gonna do is bolt these up, put them on the hangers, figure out how far this goes, and if I'm gonna need to find another exhaust to cut and add to it, or if I can chop off a certain part, weld it straight to that one. And we're gonna get this one up on the hangers, and then find out how far back this goes so I can chop it, weld these hangers somewhere on here, and then go from there. But let me get into the car and get that going. So as you can see, these two are in. I got the hanger on. I have this one bolt just to kind of keep it in, and then when I pick it up to where about I need it, I need say about 6-7 inches to add to here to there. Let me grab my tape. Trying to hold this up with my legs so I can show you.
Oh yeah, you don't even have to add that much.
Yeah, just a little piece. Yeah, it's 5 inches. Or
after the flange?
Oh, for the
Or you're just gonna weld the pipe on the flange?
no, if so, should we put the V-band on?
Yeah, the V-band. Yeah, because that's gonna take us.
And then this is why I lost power, because I put a reducer, but it's okay. We don't need power, we just need comfortability. Yeah, because I'm probably, realistically, after the flange, about 5 1/4.
Probably 4
Alright, yeah, so I think I said 6, but what we're gonna do, we're gonna put this on a V-band. This will take off about 1 inch. What we're gonna do is we're gonna weld 1 end straight to the resonator. The other end, we're not gonna give ourselves too much work. We're just gonna weld it to this, and then all we gotta do is add a 4-inch. All we gotta do is add a 4-inch piece of pipe in the middle, And then this part's golden and then go straight to the back. So right now we're gonna take this part off right here so it can weld the 4 inches here, V-band and V-band here, and then come back under here, bolt everything up. This side should be complete, and then we'd be going back to the muffler. That's what we go ahead and did. We measured, found this random piece of paper somewhere, wrapped it around, make sure the edges are pretty damn near perfect like they are right here. Taped it so it stayed perfect. And then what we did, you got your good old handy tape measure. Measure out our 4 inches right there. Tape this with my lock so the paper doesn't slide, and then sharpie it around. Now we can go ahead and take this off, and then I'm going to try and get it perfect as I can to cut this. Alright, so we added a few extra lines. Let me show you why. So I thought this pipe was going to be the exact diameter of this, so I'd have to stick it to and then weld it, but we found out it slips perfectly, same size as the inner diameter. So what I did was I just added, this first line is my 4-inch line. I added an extra quarter so that way I could slide this in a bit, and then I put a quarter here, so I just slide this in a 1/4 inch and then weld that line right there, and then from here to the second line out here is going to be my perfect 4 inches. Yeah, we're going pretty smooth. And then so I'll chop this off, this will get welded to this, the V-band will get welded onto this, and then V-band will have to get welded on this back half piece as well. So yeah. Sure, I put on grind.
Did you have it on weld mode or what?
Yeah. That's all of a sudden started going black. I was like, what's glitching? So about ready. I ended up just cleaning up all the rest. I lost my lines, but I made all these little ones because this will be going in about right there. You can see those 3, and then the V-band will be getting welded onto this right after. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in, tack it, bead this bitch up, and go from there. So you're supposed to learn from your mistakes. Remember last time? Welded that hole in my look, cat. Welded that hole in my ankle and wore my Crocs again. But the technique is you lay down on this and you weld laying down. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Move, cat, you're gonna catch on fire. Move, cat. I'm trying to protect you. Move, cat, you're gonna die. I'm no pro, but I make it work when I do it myself. Time for the flange. Just finished the V-band. On there. And then right here you can tell I became certified. Looking okie dokie. Now we're going to do the V-band on the back half. Finished this one, just sprayed some high heat on it. But pretty good. This one's done, about to spray some high heat on there and then get to putting it on. So what we realized is that this right here is 2.5, and the pipe that came with the exhaust I bought is 2 1/4. So it'd be a lot to fill in, so I don't think we're gonna put it on. We'll probably just leave it with this one that it came with the car right now. It's a little ugly, it's carbon fiber, but it's temporary. So I might stay on there for a bit, as long as it's still as loud as it is right now and it comes to the back and we don't hear it inside. Perfect. So we might just leave this as being as is, and maybe I'll buy another one the right size this time and put that on, but we'll see right now. Let's get this on first and see how it goes. So we ran into a couple issues, nothing crazy, but the piece we cut in and welded, no bueno. I should have made it a little longer, but also we have to extend more because this is coming all the way to the heat shield, but also the angle this was So the way it was this whole thing is up here, which this is going to be on here, which we don't want. So what we did was we were going to extend this piece about 2 inches, but we cut off the flange, and we realized that reversing it has a longer end on this piece. So what we're going to do is we have this where we want it, and we're still going to have to add a piece over there to extend it that fits. And then we are, instead of being on it like how it used to, we're going to get it where we want it, which is going to be up here. So when the weight's on the car, it's not going to hit it, it's going to not going to rattle. And then we chopped off the back half piece so we can make the muffler fit, but we just cut off the old one so we can work our magic with this over here, and then we have extra pipe and everything to get it going. If any of that I just said makes sense, but right now we just want to make sure this is where we were and where we want it up here. As you can see, that's a big difference from how it was, because the other one also was on sideways, which doesn't give us much clearance. So yeah, we're getting there though. Our angle and close enough, there's a little gap, but we'll do some filling and should be okay. So let me get this welded. What do you think, good enough? Let me go water this down. Let me show my wheels. Hell no, I won't touch it. I've already touched my turbo. So as you can see, not too shabby. And then this side looks a little uglier, but that's because I did some filling in where that big ass gap is. So now this is on. When this goes up, it angles the rest where it should be. So we're gonna get the muffler in here, figure out how the hangers are gonna be, keep this up, and I think we're about almost fucking done. So very nice. Yeah.
See that go?
Nice. Lay one on the other side.
Okay.
Should I lay one on this side before we pull it out? Alright, so we're basically almost done. I had to re-extend this part right here, but before we put the V-band on, I shoved it under so it sounds the exact same to give you a sound clip the before and the after with the muffler. So let me get this in position. I'm gonna turn on and give you a couple reps so you can hear the before. Alright, here's the before. Alright, go ahead. Don't mind the rattling. That's just... Don't mind the rattling. I left the flange on there, so it's just... Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and bolt it up and we'll see how much quieter it is. Alright, so it's about an hour later. Oh, shit, hurting. So about an hour later, we had everything up and we couldn't figure out why this resonator was hugging the right side of the tunnel. And we were down here bending it and doing all kinds of shit, and then Tony noticed I put on this pipe upside down and the scraped up part of the cat was on top. So we did that, and voila, we put some more wire ties on it to keep it centered, and I think we're finally Gucci. No mames. All of a sudden this thing looks a little crooked, but I guess go ahead. It was that way, but I guess that's all right. Nice and quiet. Yeah. Is it way quiet, huh?
I hear the intake more.
Do you? This thing got a little tweak though. I can do that again later. It's like a little bit to the right.
Oh, I see.
Is it noticeable?
I mean, once it's on the ground, you know.
Yeah. That's for another day.
Yeah, do it way fun.
Well, here, I'll rev it so you can hear it from this side.
Dude, that's stupid quiet.
I forgot it was on. I forgot it was on.
Dude, this is stupid.
Nice.
Look, when it has the K24 in it,
It's gonna be sick.
legit sleeper.
For once.
Yeah.
Well, clean up so we can go on test drive?
Yeah, dude, that's fucking crazy.
That's tight.
It sounds like my when it starts.
Time for a test drive. Car's quiet as fuck. Just that back pressure. I feel like I'm driving a stock car. Nice and quiet.
It doesn't sound like it's. I had to check. I was looking if it stopped out.
Is two-stepping on?
I don't think so. You can try it, but I don't think.
What was it at? 4? Oh yeah. Quiet.
Yeah.
But you did. I want to hear it.
You do get a little.
Hey, that's got a nice tone when you do that. I just noticed my GoPro was at like time lapse. I don't know if it recorded literally anything I just said, but me and Tony went to Tucson not that long ago. We went to Tucson not too long ago. We took this car. Speed limit in Tucson is about 70, 75, but everybody obviously goes 80, and this car was screaming at 4,000 RPM the whole drive there. I'm gonna stay next to this guy, get some nice free shade. My AC works, my windows are tinted, but you know, shade to shade. Anyways, took this thing to Tucson before we did anything like a couple weeks ago, screaming 4,000 RPM the whole way there. At first it was bearable. I had the radio on, but when we got there, all of a sudden we realized our ears hurt. So the whole drive back, earplugs. And as you can tell, right now I'm doing about 70, and the car is pretty quiet. Let me get to 80. As you can tell, I'm doing about 80, and the car is still quiet. Like, I don't think there's a real reason for me to be talking this loud, but god damn, this car is quiet. I'm doing about 80 right now, going on a little slope, so there's not as much load. I'm about to come up right now. I'm going to keep it at 80. But anyway, god damn. I didn't realize how dirty I was. Look like I'm ready to go to war. Did you hear that downshift? Probably not. But anyways, anybody who's wondering, why do you got a full exhaust? Why you know, because I'm K-Series. You don't need a full exhaust. You don't need AC. You don't need power steering. You don't need full interior. It's a little dirty right now, but don't mind that. Why? Why, you might ask? Because I drive this car almost every fucking day. If your car is not a daily, if you can't drive it with the windows up for 40 minutes in Arizona, and I mean, you could do it with no AC, but you are gonna be sweating. If you can't enjoy the car you drive, it's not a daily. Because this right here, this K-swap, AC, I don't have power steering yet. I gotta fix it, but it will. K-swap, AC, radio, full interior, windows tinted, and you hear how quiet it is. Being loud is cool and all sometimes, but also being nice and quiet's pretty fucking nice too. You can hear the radio. I don't even know if you can hear the car going right now, but yeah, to me a daily is something you can drive when it's hot as fuck and not have to take your girlfriend's car because her car is new, modern with AC. This bitch is nice and quiet. I drive it almost every day. Same thing for my turbo hatch, K24 turbo. That has power steering, that has AC, that is a full interior car. I personally just don't see a reason in gutting the car, making it less enjoyable, less comfortable. That's just my personal thoughts, unless you got like a dedicated race car for a track, which I plan to do, me, Tony, and David. But you know what? We're gonna keep AC and power steering on that bitch too, because that's just us, that's just the way we roll. And you know, yeah, these cars aren't gonna last forever, so might as well keep it the way it is and enjoy it. But anyways, this is probably gonna be it for the day. I'm headed home. My car's nice and quiet. I'm hearing noises I've never heard before. Now that I got an exhaust on, now I can hear I need to do my brakes. You can't hear it right now. It's very faint when I'm coming to the stop, but dude, this shit is sick. Nice and quiet. Look, I'm in 5th right now. Let me downshift to 4th. Could you hear that? Maybe not. Let me downshift to 3rd. Could you hear that? I doubt it. Let me go to 2nd. Could you hear that? Barely. You shouldn't, but damn, this thing's quiet. Do I like it? Yes and no. I only don't like it yet because I'm so used to driving something with some noise and sounds kind of cool. But the adult in me is in love because I can drive through my neighborhood and be a normal citizen. One time, like 6 years ago, my neighbor came at me sideways because she said I was waking her up every morning at 6 in the morning, revving my car. Mind you, I had an H22 with the Buddy Club Spec 2 exhaust, which is basically a straight pipe. It was loud, but I mean, it's not like I did it on purpose. That's just me, you know what I'm saying? That car sounded cool. But yeah, I'm an adult now, I can say, because these things make me happy. You realize you get older once you need AC. You like power steering. You like the radio. Everybody needs a radio. You gotta jam. You gotta have some tunes. But when your car's not the whole drive, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, like I said, this is gonna be it for today. I can't even tell if you can hear the car. I'm sure you can, but you hear the tire noises more than the car. Watch. I'm doing my foot steadily on the gas. I'm doing about 45. Let me put in neutral. Could you hear anything? Probably not. But all right, that's gonna be it for today. We'll see you later. And I'm gonna try. Oh, also, I'm gonna try and keep the video steady going again. Like I said, I got sick. I got a tattoo, but you know, I'm feeling a little motivated to stay on that grind. I'm gonna try and do some other things, but you know, we'll see where we go, and let's just shoot for the best. All right, but we're gonna see you guys later. Muchas gracias for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.